Hello, Geeky Mermaids! Do you want to join in on that?
I was gonna say, what's up, Geeky Mermaids?
Oh, okay, we can do one.
What's up, our Geeky Mermaids?
Hello, and what's up, our
Geeky
Mermaids?
We are such dorks.
We are.
I apologize in advance. Oh, fun.
It's too late now. You're in too deep. You've seen how dorky we are.
Okay, either exit now or forever hold your peace.
Okay, so today we are going to be talking about Little Mermaid, as our poster behind us.
Yeah, there are a lot of misconceptions of the movie.
Yes, so we wanted to discuss a lot of points that obviously get argued on Tumblr a lot. So we're going to bring up some of the points and talk about some of the things and what we think of it and some of the stuff that frustrates us that doesn't usually get argued.
Yeah.
And then explain how the stuff that does get argued doesn't need to get argued because it doesn't make sense.
And just explain the background to what our point is coming across.
Yes.
Feel free to comment what your opinions are.
Yeah.
Down in the comments.
First things first, I cannot stress this enough. Ariel's dress at the end of the movie is silver. Not blue, not purple. It's silver.
It just reflects the light, the colors of everything else.
That's how silver works. It's sunset, it's gonna reflect purple.
It's metallic, it's just gonna show that way.
Yeah, and the blues from the ocean's gonna reflect blue, so it's gonna be a little different because it's silver.
Yeah.
Just had to open with that.
Okay, so next topic is why Ariel decided to choose to become human.
Okay, this often gets stressed a lot because a lot of people are like, oh, she left her whole family and her friends behind, her father and her sisters behind just to become human.
For the boy.
Just for a guy. But there's a lot of points to this that are completely missing that we're going to talk about. So first of all, it wasn't Ariel's original decision to become human. She originally just wanted, she wanted to be up there with the humans. That's the first things first. Right,
yeah.
Maybe she. Yeah. This is a little weird order. Okay.
We're weird, sorry.
Okay. So first things first. Ariel wanted to become human before she met Prince Eric.
Yes.
So, she did not change herself for a guy.
Just like how in the beginning of the movie, there's all her trinkets. She didn't know what they meant, but she just saw them, and she was very intrigued by the land.
Yeah.
And she didn't want to leave because she didn't want to leave her family.
Yes. And then when she did meet Prince Eric, her first initial thought was not to become human. Her initial thought was to try to get his attention because they fell in love with each other right away. Mm. And so a lot of people discuss this
before she was even human.
Yeah, a lot of people discuss this saying that she changed the way that she looked to be, to get a guy. It wasn't to get a guy, it was so she could physically be on land with the guy.
Yeah. So,
just saying.
And she didn't choose it all, she wasn't originally going to go on land for the guy, even after all that. Mm. It was Ursula who talked her into doing it.
She had a whole song number.
Yeah.
Just convincing her.
Yeah, a lot of points that were, downgrading her family and her life and just trying really hard to get her onto land, for her voice and everything.
Yeah, so Ursula was mainly the one to convince her to become human.
Ursula's at fault for everything.
Yes, it was not her initial plan to become human. That was big misconception.
Oh, I'm scared.
Malito. This is Milo. A lot of people say, oh, she made him fall in love by becoming human. No, they were in love before she was human.
When she saved him.
Yeah, love at first sight, yeah. Disney cliche, of course. Okay, so we covered the misconceptions about, things that people argue about that shouldn't be argued, because there's more reasoning behind it. Now we're going to go on to some opinions of our own about things.
Why they just didn't do something that was so simple in the movie.
Yeah. Some of them haven't argued before, but we're just bringing them up a little bit more.
Just to resurface.
Alright, there was this one that I thought of that most people don't think about. You know when, the Kiss the Girl scene, they're floating on the water, and then there's, little swirly, fish, and they're all singing, all happy, of course. And then Flotsam and Jetsam come, and they completely flip the boat, ruining the mood, and, everything.
Yeah.
But there was a bunch of fish circling underneath the boat.
And there was Sebastian.
There was fish everywhere. There was tons of animals everywhere. And none of them did anything to stop Flotsam or Jetsam from flipping the boat.
And I feel like they saw them, but they just didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Because maybe it was just because they're terrified, maybe because they're lazy, maybe they thought that Ariel and Eric deserved it. We don't know.
Yeah. In that case, it didn't happen, and they ended up making it. They made the scenario more difficult.
It could have easily been avoided.
Mm-hmm. But, plot points.
Yeah, well, you gotta have some interesting things going on in the movie. The next thing is, why didn't she write anything down?
Yes. So, okay. So, it was clear that Ariel could write because she signed the contract.
She signed her name, and it looked beautiful.
Yes, she signed the contract in cursive, which is actually even more difficult.
And I can't do cursive for the life of me.
Yep. Example A. Yeah. She signed her name in cursive when she signed the contract with Ursula, meaning she could write. So why didn't she do that with Eric?
The entire movie. You'll start before you start yelling, well, she didn't even know what a fork is, how would she know how to do all that? Well, she wrote in before she even met Eric. So I don't know, maybe it was just too much adrenaline going on to where you can't think straight, or
it would have made her scenario a lot easier.
Or maybe they thought that she couldn't write. But either way, she didn't write, which she could have easily written and solved so many problems.
And gotten it done boom, suck it, Ursula. Oh, what's so funny?
Someone's got some sass. Okay.
We're sassy enough. One thing was just oh, why wasn't Eric able to tell it was Ariel by the way that she looked at her? It was oh, you can't remember what a girl sounds like kind of thing, or only likes her for her voice. It's no, he just kind of drowned.
Yeah, so he's not gonna it's gonna be black and just blotchy for him. So he's not gonna have the best memory in the world. And he only saw it for a split second, and the sun was behind her, so
so vision not clear.
Yeah, and he only heard her voice, and when they met when she was on land, she couldn't speak.
So that's what makes that plot point very more specific. Oh, there was a lot of thing about how Eric chose Vanessa. Which was Ursula in disguise. If you didn't know her name was Vanessa, now you know. That he chose her because of her voice and didn't pay attention to how she looked. It wasn't that he was mind controlled by a sea witch. It wasn't oh, she sounds like her, that must be her. He was mind controlled.
Yeah, it was more of a spell that the voice put on him.
Yeah.
So really there was no choice. Because he completely forgot about Ariel at that time. And it's not he did it on his own free will. It was more the whole Vanessa Ursula thing.
He was brainwashed, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can't,
Again, everything is Ursula's fault.
Everything.
Just Just how it is.
Yeah. On that topic. There's a lot of talk about how Ursula is related to King Triton somehow. And I'm curious to see how
they're
that family...
lovers. There's a lot of that, too.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people say either Ursula is Ariel's aunt, King Triton's sister, or that she might have been an ex-lover, or something like that. I'm so curious to know, though.
There's also the point that the 7 seas were for her 7 daughters. There's that, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't know about that. No.
No, even I
Elaborate.
It's just more so that each daughter got their own certain part of the sea.
Oh.
So that's why there were 7 daughters. And some people say that they were, named after, but then there's Ariel, and she's not named after anyone, and any of the seas, so... Just weird. But then there's also the whole, Triton was, against Ursula, he just treated her badly, even though she was in love with him and something, and just ignored her.
So there's a lot of backstory that's never got cleared up.
I also have a question that just popped into my mind.
What?
Why couldn't she talk to Max? She could talk to all the fish and stuff, and the seagulls, but she couldn't talk to Max.
That's a good point. Okay, I hadn't thought about that.
Like I said, just popped up into my head.
Well,
weird mind going on.
The horse couldn't talk either, too. But the ducks could.
Maybe it was only things that could be associated with water?
Maybe.
Like how the seagulls would...
things?
I don't know. But, birds aren't aquatic.
No, the ducks were. She was able to talk to the ducks and the seagulls. That's weird, though. I never thought about it. Max never talked. I don't know. Dinglehoppers.
Okay. Well, that's all we have for this video.
That's all we have.
So bring up any of your own points in the comments and tell us your opinions, anything.
Yeah, and if there's any points, I know there's a lot of theories and talk out there about the movie and stuff that contradicts it or topics that are not brought up. Let us know. Maybe we might do a part 2 or another continuation.
Or if there are any of these that you have thought of before and we just went into deeper meaning, go ahead and comment. If you give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and
don't forget to subscribe. Oh, and if you want to see any more of these discussions, let us know for what fandom, movie, or whatever, and we will do some research.
And give us some of your own points. Yeah. Just to talk about during the video if you want it to be heard. Okay, well, we'll see you next time, our geeky mermaids.
Alright, and bye.
We're not, by the way, we're not what is it called? bashing. We're not bashing Disney. We are Disney dorks.
We love Mermaid. We love Little Mermaid so much.
You have no idea.
Probably me a little bit more. But.
Yeah, more. That's like her favorite princess.
Yes. So we love Little Mermaid. Just want to put that down there right now before we start getting hashed for stuff, because we're just saying this just to clear things up into our opinion of it.
And don't start getting all mad at us. We're just trying to
share our opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Because our family got tired of hearing it.
So,
exactly.
Now you all people on the internet can hear it.
Hey, we gave you a warning to log out, just to leave, but you decided to stay. So at this point, it's your fault.
Yep.
We're dorks.